So we're going to be going through some of the True Believers blind bags for Ultimate Endgame 1. As we explained in the previous YouTube video, tons of different variant covers are possible here. Original sketches from creators are possible here. So we've split our stock in half. Half of the blind bags will be going out on the racks for you guys to pick up as is. The other half we're going to open right here, and we're going to see what are in the bags, and then obviously they'll be going out for sale, but then people will know what they're getting. So yeah, this is the blind bag right here, or rather lovely in its inception. Again, tons of different covers you can get from different creators. I always recommend opening blind bags with scissors for the simple reason that if you don't, there's a very real possibility that you bend the comic inside. So just nice straight through line. It's pretty cool here. You get this little wraparound, which is the end of the Ultimate Universe. Tells you what the last issues of each specific title are. So obviously a lot of them ended at 24, Wolverine ended at 16. You've also got on the back here the release schedule for Ultimate Endgame itself. So move that out of the way, and the first cover we have pulled out is a Peach Momoko variant cover. Widely available variant cover, but never a bad thing to have a Momoko cover. So fire that one in there. So blind bag number 2. So yeah, there may be stretches of silence through this, guys. I like to talk, so there'll be plenty of talking as well. But, you know, just in case. Just in case. So we move along. Same again, you have the same excerpt there. And this time we have a Scotty Young variant cover. Again, widely available cover, but no less cool because Scotty Young covers are always great. So again, just put this back with our little breakdown of the Ultimate Universe. And keep on trucking. So on to the next one. Yeah, I always recommend cutting from the top as well. I don't know if it's a superstition or what it is. I'm always worried if I cut from the bottom, I'm going to cut the bottom of the comic or something. So on to the next one. So again, we have the same excerpt. So this one is a Dan Panosian variant cover depicting Ultimate Wolverine and Ultimate Spider-Man. So touch wood, it's been nice to get 3 different covers so far. So here comes the influx of 5 of the same cover in a row. Let's see. Of course, I'm just doing this just to get an original sketch, of course. That's all I want. That's all I want. On to the next one, and we have a standard cover. So the standard covers are obviously in here as well. That's just your standard cover A. On to the next one. I think I'll get quite proficient at doing this as I go through these bags. Next up, so we have a second Scotty Young variant cover. I should say as well, we've always been very clear about this when it comes to pricing and so forth. None of these will be going out at anything other than cover price. So have to worry about that. Next up we have, different one, which is nice. This is a Sanford Green. This is a wraparound variant cover depicting the heroes and the villains. So that is a pretty sweet one right there. On to the next one. I wonder if I could cut like 5 or 6 of them just straight across. I'd be slightly concerned about what would happen, so maybe I'll just exercise my better judgment and patience and just keep going as normal. What have we got next? We have Scotty Young cover again. I hope Scotty Young covers prove popular with there being quite a few. I mean, I haven't seen any reports anywhere of any of the big ones being pulled out so far, like in the States or over here or anything. So got Dan Panosian once again. So again, that Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Wolverine cover. I was reading reports in the States, and I did see a few retailers sort of complaining about their batches arriving damaged. Now, in the States, it's Penguin Random House that actually handles Marvel Comics, not Diamond. Obviously, Diamond's been liquidated since. But there's Sanford Green wraparound variant cover. I have to say our stock has arrived in good shape. I obviously have my issues with Diamond, which are very, very well documented at this point. But yeah, there seem to be a lot of complaints in the States about bags arriving bent and damaged and, corners being chipped and all sorts. But we haven't had any of that so far, to be honest. Next up we have Cafu for this one. Again, showing the maker, Ultimate Wolverine, Ultimate Black Panther, and Ultimate Spider-Man. So yeah, so in this instance, I have to say, hats off to Diamond. They actually were, they have taken care of us. None have arrived damaged. It's always the danger with blind bags as well. I mean, with this one, it's not so bad. Another Sanford Green wraparound one. With these ones, it's not so bad because I don't believe there's any foils among them. My worry was always with foil covers. If you sell foil covers to a customer, you can't see into the bag. So for all you know, they have spine ticks and folds and bends and, all sorts. So I'd just be happy to, another Scotty Young, I'd just be happy to receive them undamaged. But yeah, your worry with foil is always like, someone will buy it, they'll leave, they're all excited, they open it up and then it's bent in 5 or 6 places. So at least with this blind bag program, as I say, Marvel are not doing the foil covers. They're just doing a million Scotty Young covers that would appear. So let's see. But they always have you reaching for the next one regardless, just that element of chance. Which what'll happen here is, and I've no problem if it does happen, what'll happen here is I'll open all of these up, get all the same ones over and over again, and we'll sell ones to the customers that will be all the rare stuff. So Rand Stegman for this one, so a different one. Again, always nice to start pulling out some different covers. What we got next? Getting quite proficient, this I have to say. So we have Peach Momoko once again for this one. Peach Momoko, of course, one of the architects of the Ultimate Universe, doing Ultimate X-Men. Very, very popular title. I mean, by all means, comment away. I mean, what are your thoughts on the Ultimate Universe? Coming to its conclusion. It's obviously come to a conclusion through this Ultimate Endgame event. Another Scotty Young one. But they've been Marvel's best-selling and best-received titles for quite some time. Ultimate Spider-Man outsells Amazing Spider-Man. I think critically it's a lot better. So, I mean, why are they cancelling it? I mean, I have my own sort of, just as I say, there's no foil covers. I see a brilliant flash of foil. Ooh, that's a nice one. Derek Chew foil variant cover. Rather lovely. Just in case I haven't shown that off properly, just there. Yeah, I mean, I have my own sort of cynical theory with it. I think I've talked to 1 or 2 people in the store about it. But yeah, according to the back, that's the only foil variant there is, which is Derek Chew. So maybe no more surprises. Yeah, my own cynical theory is that obviously next year, the MCU, they're trying to retool it, they're trying to get back on track. They have obviously, they have Avengers Doomsday coming, they have a new Spider-Man movie coming. And my cynical theory is that the higher-ups have said they do not want a title in which Spider-Man is middle-aged and married, because he should be young, he should be, he should be a teenager, etc., etc. So I kind of think they don't want any sort of brand sort of confusion across it. Alexander Lozano. So yeah, again, I do wonder if that's why the Ultimate Universe is coming to an end. I think if that was the case, it's showing a severe lack of trust in comic audiences. I mean, we're used to multiverses at this point. We're used to, multiple characters or multiple people playing the same character. Another Sanford Green one there. So yeah, I mean, again, it may just be me being old and cynical with that kind of thought, but it just makes no financial sense for me to stop the Ultimate Universe. I mean, I've spoken about it before many times. Scotty Young again. I've spoken before about it many times that, when it comes to our orders, and again, it's only our store. I don't know if this is the case of all stores. I'm sure every store is different. But when it comes to deliveries on a normal week, we get 2 boxes, 2 long boxes full of DC titles for people, and we're lucky if we fill 1 long box of Marvel, and that's with the Ultimate Universe. So we have a blank cover, unfortunately without a sketch on it. So close. For me, in this store anyway, DC outsells Marvel 2-1, and if you're going to take the Ultimate Universe away from that as well, I really hope you're going to be getting your main universe in order. So, fingers crossed. Let's see, what's next? We have another Cafu variant cover. So, yeah, unless they're just, in the background planning to relaunch it with number 1s, which again was one of my initial thoughts. It would make sense, rebranded as Ultimate Comics, the Ultimate Universe, or something, and get people back on board that way. Another Rand Stegman variant cover. So, yeah, I don't know. It's, we put out a YouTube video. Keith and I sort of chatted about the state of comics in 2025. You know, state sounds like such a negative word, but what I mean is like, the current standings with how it is and what DC are doing right, what Marvel are maybe doing wrong. Another Scotty Young one there. With the independent companies that are doing so well, like Image and Titan and Boom and so forth. And it's just, like, I want to be excited about all companies, but just Marvel are making it very difficult at the moment. Another Peach Smoke one. Very difficult. So, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully going into the new year, I see obviously Daredevil's coming back, which is obviously a nice big nice big win for me, if nothing else. We're building towards some sort of weapons of Armageddon. Dan Panosian variant cover this one. We're building towards some sort of big Marvel event. I know Chip Zdarsky is sort of the architect of that. So, hopefully they're getting their house in order, but as both a comic store and a fan, it's a little tricky at the moment to get excited. Maybe I'm just getting jaded because I'm pulling out so many Scotty Young covers. Pardon me. I really hope there's a lot of Scotty Young fans for this. Me, of course, being one of them, but I only need one copy of it. Another Peach Momoko variant cover there. Down their last few here. No blind bag exclusives, no sketches. Marvel, what are you doing to me? Is this because I was just being negative about you? That's what's going to happen. Next one is, you guessed it, it's a Scotty Young cover. Right, a couple more left. As I said before, we will be putting the whole pile of these out sealed. People can, take their chance and hopefully pick out something good. Because you're not going to pick out a Scotty Young cover because I'm picking out all of this, it would appear. So I hope Scotty Young got paid well for this because they've printed plenty of his book. And again, I do have a full Scotty Young box upstairs. I just don't need that many. Sanford Grey again, so another one of the wraparounds. Down to our last couple here. Let's see. Just waiting for that Robert Downey Jr. signature to be, pulled out. Another Dan Panosian, Spider-Man and Wolverine. This is the thing, I remember when it came to blind bags for Invincible, and we did this as well. And customers did it as well. We got loads of great stuff. Just regular cover A. We got loads of great stuff. People wanted the Marvel team up stuff, the reprint with the Spider-Man Invincible crossover. People wanted the reprint of the first appearance in Invincible, Battle Beast and stuff like that. So they seemed really, really good. And really well spread, which was nice. Another Sanford Green wraparound. Maybe it's just my luck. Maybe I just got the batch of all the Scotty Young ones. Let's see. Let's say a couple to go. Another Cafu variant cover. So, but yeah, 2026 looks to be a good one for the industry. I mean, DC are more than taking care of themselves. Absolute Universe sells currently. The all-in stuff is going well. You've got the Dan Panosian. We've got my fractional Batman with Jorge Jimenez. We've got the DC movies are going to be kicking off into full gear soon with Supergirl and Lanterns TV show and all that kind of stuff. Marvel obviously got Doomsday coming up, which I think people are starting to get a wee bit more excited for. Oh, we pulled another foil, another Derek foil. I think the way they're releasing the trailers is a little annoying because, especially in this age of AI, people are just seeing the trailer descriptions and making their own, and then you don't know what's real and what's not. But they did show off an X-Men related one recently that suddenly had everybody going, "Never doubt the Russos." Cover A. So yeah, it should be a big year for comics, both in movies, TV shows, and the comics themselves. First and foremost. And here we go, last one. Will it be a Scotty Young? Will it be a Scotty Young? You guessed it, it's a Scotty Young. Anyway guys, cheers for checking in with me while doing this. Again, we will have around sort of 35 or so blind bags out on the racks. You can certainly try your own luck as well. But yeah, just thought it'd be fun to go through a few of them, and it gives you a little bit of an insight into the kind of stuff you can expect there as well. But anyway, guys, of course, Ultimate Endgame on sale this Wednesday, New Year's Eve. We're open as normal. Closed New Year's Day, as Smithfield itself is closed, but after that, we're back to normal, baby. So again, hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully see you in the store throughout the week. Till then, take it easy.